Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel, Oracle of the Crows, Hypnocrow. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you for all the returning subscribers. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys from the bottom of my heart and soul. So for the month of October, we have a Halloween theme going on here. And today is October 11th. So we're going to go ahead and pull the daily message for the collective. But we are doing something different this month. We're doing it by element. So we're going to go ahead and pull the first element and see who Spirit wants to bring the messages to first. Alright. So, for today, October 11th, who is first, Spirit? Who is first? We have the element of water. You are first, water signs. So, let's go ahead and pull your message. What do you want to talk to the element of water about today, October 11th? So your oracle card for today, water signs, is Cauldron. So we're going to talk about the cauldron here for the element of water. So cauldron for water signs for today, October 11th, is where all things come together. Under pressure, flowful synergy, a new thing is created, a crucible of infinity. A typical depiction of a witch sees her standing over a boiling cauldron, slowly stirring the bubbling and mysterious contents. As she stirs the enormous metal pot over the raw flames, she cackles and incants commands to all the elements, transforming the contents into something magical. Cauldrons were commonly used in ancient and medieval times for everything from the nightly meal to the making of medicines. This family crucible was usually placed within the hearth of the home, making it an essential part of the gathering of the family. Much healing and nourishment came from the cauldron. Should you receive the cauldron card, it indicates the importance of combining a variety of techniques or elements to get the best result. Do not put all of your eggs in one basket, water sign. Refuse to choose just a single rigid pathway when a variety of ways are there to be enjoyed and experienced. You can find your own ways to create something new. The cauldron is a deeply transformational tool. Things change once they are put under pressure. Resilience is being cultivated over time, and this means, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that you too will be able to withstand any negative pressure much more healthily from the inside out. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull your tarot card for today, October 11th, for Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpios. And your card is the Ten of Swords. And so the Ten of Swords comes to you telling you that regardless what has hurt you, stabbed you in the back, whatever has caused all this pain, regardless, you can still heal from it. So for some of you water signs, you could be going through a bit of a transformation, and this transformation is going to be very healing. So I feel like they're telling you there's many ways that you can heal this pain. Many ways, many avenues that you can heal this pain, and all you have to do is put down the resistance and allow the healing to take place. So let's go ahead and pull your crystal card for today, water signs, and we have the rabbit coming through. So you have the Ten of Swords, which is about death. It's the Minor Arcana death card. And now you have the rabbit coming through, telling you, water signs, that you're about to go through a rebirth, where there is a lot of elements that is mixing together to bring you this rebirth. And they're telling you to be brave, right? So spontaneity, abundance, and bravery. Water signs, you got the rabbit. Spirit of rabbit, teach me to face my fears so that I may learn the lessons needed to move forward. Thank you. Aho. Wow, what a beautiful message for you today, water signs. Thank you for watching and have a beautiful, blessed, and healing day. All right, Spirit, who is next for a message? Who do you want to bring a message to next? Fire signs. So fire signs, you are next. All right, so what do you want to talk to the element of fire? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius about today, October 11th. What do you want to talk to them about? For the element of fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Vampire. So you got the vampire. So somebody either is an energy vampire, or you are an energy vampire, or you know of somebody who's an energy vampire and wanting to put up that boundary, so to speak. So let me go ahead and we're going to talk about the vampire for you. Can you see it all right? Add a little bit of light in there. Okay. Vampire for fire signs. The deepest, the coldest, the craving of the blood, the hole never filled, the longing like a flood. Whilst there are almost unaccountable examples of vampires in literature, movies, and games, somehow the archetype of the blood-hunting, night-stalking, and somewhat elegant creature keeps being reinvented to seduce yet another generation. Although the beautiful and somewhat desirable vampire form doesn't really begin to enter the public consciousness until the mid-1800s, the idea of a human feeding upon the very stuff of life is very much older. The Egyptians, Sumerians, Indians, and the Balkan people all have mythos containing vampire-like creatures. The vampire is an interesting figure because it is both horrifying and desirable. Having someone want us so much that they desire to be that closely linked with us does feel good, until we realize there is nothing much left of us to give. Most of us have heard of the concept of emotional vampirism, the idea that people feed off our energy and our goodwill and take advantage of us through manipulation and their incessant neediness. Should the vampire card appear in your reading, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, it may indicate that you're being drained this way and that time has come for stronger boundaries. We need to be very aware of what gives us energy in our lives and what takes it away. We should be aware of needing people who need us, and while we invite people like this into our homes, workplaces, and lives, if indeed we have them around us, developing the emotional intelligence within ourselves helps us defend against this kind of emotional and psychic attack and enables us to foster healthy, equal relationships of all kinds. So it's about setting that healthy boundary with somebody who is an energy vampire, who takes advantage of her kindness, takes advantage of you in all aspects, and then you feel drained. So if you ever notice yourself, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, around somebody, and then all of a sudden you feel like you need to take a nap, that's a sign of an energy vampire, and that you need to set healthier boundaries or learn to stay a distance from certain people in your life. So let's go ahead and pull that tarot card for you. Oh, the Lovers. All right, so you definitely need to make some sort of a decision, a head over heart decision about this situation. You could have two different people. The Lovers card is maybe Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is somebody whom perhaps wants to be near you. Like, they are so, look how close these two are. Like, they really want to be up next to you. And when they get up next to you, then all of a sudden you feel drained. That is spirit telling you that this person is draining your energy. And, the Lovers represents Gemini. Gemini is we're communicators. So it's about standing that ground and enforcing that boundary. All right, so let's go ahead and pull your crystal card for today, fire signs. Okay, well, we have fire agate coming through. Root, sacral, and solar plexus. Strength, courage, and vitality. I am safe. Yeah, so this fire agate will protect you. And also give you the courage, right? The courage to set that boundary, to enforce that boundary with somebody. It doesn't have to necessarily be a lover. It can be a friend. Somebody perhaps who wants to be a lover. All right. So thank you for watching, fire signs. Have a blessed, glorious day. All righty. Well, let's see who is next for today's daily message. And we have air signs: Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Alrighty, so let's see. Air signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What is the daily message for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius? What message would you like to give the air signs today for October 11th? Werewolf. Exploring wildness, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So the werewolf coming through. Luminosity triggers it. A wild moon rises. Pain and blood and fangs. Fur and howling and wolfen guises. After a painful, excruciating, bone-jarring struggling against the change, the man releases to the magic. Howling unrestrained under the full moon, now the half-man, half-wolf rises up snarling and goes looking for blood. Yes, we all know the power of the werewolf. All right, so howling restrained under the full moon. You're only 2 days out, air signs, from the full moon. So the full moon, see the moon in the background, is bringing change, and they're telling you to stop struggling against it. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. After the end of the European witch trials, an intense interest in the werewolf developed in folklore tales and evolved to become the stuff of horror stories. Fairly consistently since then, the Wolfman or Lycan has featured regularly in both tales oral and written. Of course, during the last 100 years, there have been many hugely popular movies, including American Werewolf in London, and themes in books such as the Twilight Saga series. The werewolf is a kind of shapeshifter, but one that has traditionally had little control over his wildness. In a way, an inner battle between civilization and the wild animal nature fights inside one body. The vitality, strength, and freedom of the animal versus the reason, control and intellect of the man. Which one, though, is the dominant force? What is the healthy balance between our animal nature, one that is wild, free, and connected to nature, and our radically civilized humanness, separate from or dominant over nature? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, the werewolf asks us to consider this balance and to delve into our own ideas of wildness, independence, custodianship of the planet. When is the last time you spent all day outside? When is the last time you threw your head back and howled at the moon? Do you quash the vitality and curiosity of your body and mind by sitting all day in front of a computer? The werewolf challenges to weave a balance between nature and your own nature. Okay. Beautiful message for today, October 11th. All right, so air signs. So today is 11th, right? We have October, which is 10. Add the 11, you get 111, which is a 3, right? It's about our thoughts and how they manifest, right? So about finding that balance. And in 3 plus 6 is a 9. That's about going within. Balance between the head and what our soul wants. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull your tarot card for the element of air. Okay, well, we have the 6 of Swords. So I see air signs, a lot of you are resisting moving forward. You're resisting this change because there could be some sort of fear involved in the situation. So Spirit is telling you to stop resisting it. It's time to let go. It's time to find that balance, and it's time to move forward. I feel like if you look on this, look at the background. First of all, the moon. Okay. You know, there's lots of water in this. Lots and lots of water. So it's about our emotions. Finding that balance between our head and our heart. Right? So I feel like that what they're telling you is to stop overthinking it. Right? Stop overthinking it and just find that inner balance so that you can go through the changes instead of resisting it. Okay? So let's go ahead and pull air signs. Your crystal for today, we have meteorite. Aligning all the chakras. Distant healing, transition, and release. I am aware. Right, there you go, air signs. You just fell on your head twice. And now you are already topsy-turvy, like your boat capsized. So, thank you for watching, air signs. Have a blessed and glorious day. All right, and then finally, we have the element of earth. You are last. Our signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So let's go ahead and pull your daily oracle card. For the element of earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, well, we have a trick or treating. So it's about having fun. It's about dressing up and being silly, our signs. So let's go ahead. Stalking and stomping, eyes shining, and begging baskets. Faces and bodies that are no longer ours. Laughing skeletons in candy caskets, our signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Trick-or-treating is such a fun thing to do, is it not? Yet, why do we trick-or-treat? Ancient peoples understood that there were both mischievous and perhaps nasty spirits wandering around at nightfall on Halloween, as well as happier, more benevolent spirits. They thought if they dressed as spirits themselves or other frightening creatures, then they would not be recognized as human and attacked. The idea of causing a little chaos as one of these spirits was part of the imitation and the enjoyment of the night. The practice in medieval Britain was aptly called souling. Today, trick-or-treating is a huge event. We spend much time, money, and effort dressing up as our scariest creatures, and this has even extended to dressing up as our favorite celebrities and other pop culture idols. Instead of traditional candy apples and barmbrack, we give out a mind-boggling variety of candy. It matters not. The idea of frightening away death and darkness still stands. I believe that modern trick-or-treating also unites communities by introducing our families and friends to those around us in a non-threatening and joyful way. Many of us do not know our neighbors, even those who live next door. And Halloween gives us an excuse not to be reserved and extend our boundaries. Should you receive the trick-or-treat card in your divination earth signs, it may well be a time to examine the role of play and mischief in your own life. You don't have to be a child to let go and have some playtime. You can extend the fun to others. Sometimes we're afraid to make mistakes, and play is one way to alleviate the pressure. And when we sometimes place ourselves is a way to alleviate the pressure that we sometimes place on ourselves to get everything perfect every time. Alternatively, it is worth knowing that there is a balance between manipulation and mischief. The former is not pleasant, and the other has, at its core, a sense of irreverent fun. So let's go ahead and pull your daily tarot card for the element of earth. The Queen of Hazards. Well, the Queen of Hazards is definitely you, earth signs. This is somebody who goes back to all work, no play. It's like you're taking life entirely too seriously. So they're telling you to have a little bit of fun, right? To look at the situation perhaps from a different perspective as well. Maybe you need to dress up as your favorite zombie. You know, we're talking about the element of earth here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We got the Queen of Hazards, which is Pentacles. So it's about, you know, loosening up a little bit. You know, don't overdo it, because sometimes with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, you can't, right? So it's about loosening up, but don't overdo it. Don't be over dramatic, but yet loosen up and just have a little bit of fun, right? You know, as the saying goes, all work, no play makes for a boring day, right? So let's go ahead and pull your crystal. And you have Brookite, aligning all the chakras, energizing, attracting, and flowing. I am progressive. All right, so Brookite is your crystal. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and have a blessed, glorious October 11th. Talk to you tomorrow.